Hi guys, in today's video I'm going to be showing you some high protein recipes that I have been loving recently. All of these are very quick and easy and you can also prepare a lot of them ahead of time. I hope that you enjoy this video and that it brings you some meal inspiration. I like training in the morning, but I hate training fasted, so I always have a high carb and moderate fat pre-workout snack. Since I eat it about 30 minutes before training, I want it to be quick digesting. Almost every leg day, this is a piece of sourdough with peanut butter, banana, and honey. If I'm not feeling hungry at all, I'll swap the bread for a rice cake or two, or if you're a fan of porridge, you could totally make some cream of rice instead. You guys see me eat this in literally every video, but it's just that good, and it just works that well. If I'm feeling something savory post-training, I've recently been going for avocado toast with some smoked salmon and an egg. On the side, I'll boost the protein by adding some egg whites, and I'll also get a serving of veggies in by making that a little scramble. This is the perfect balanced post-workout meal, and you can customize it any way that you want. I just got back from the gym. I actually just realized that I haven't made oatmeal in quite a while. I miss it. Like, I used to make it literally every day, and I always tell people who think oatmeal is gross, I'm like, you just haven't had it the way that I make it. Oats are super high in fiber and keep you full for quite a long time, especially if they're paired with a protein source and some healthy fats. You can switch up the flavors and even prep them ahead of time to make it even easier. For today's recipe, I sauteed some apples on the stove with a little cinnamon, then set them aside to cook the oats. My secret protein ingredient is actually egg whites added in while stirring. It makes them super fluffy, high protein, and you don't taste the egg at all. Once it's thick, I combine the apples and oats once again. If you want to add even more protein, feel free to stir in some vanilla whey. I topped it off with some blueberries, cottage cheese, and peanut butter. When I want something quick or meal preppable, I'll make a simple breakfast bowl with some meal prepped sweet potatoes. All I have to do is cook some eggs or even use hard boiled, add turkey, salmon, or chicken apple sausage, a little cheese, and reheat the potatoes. It's a great way to use any extras you have in the fridge for a well-balanced and tasty breakfast. Another sweet breakfast I've been loving lately is protein French toast. The secret is using more egg whites than eggs in the mixture and using a lower calorie bread. All I do is mix together some eggs and egg whites, cinnamon, vanilla, and milk, and then I dunk the bread before cooking. Then I top it off with whatever I'm feeling. Today that was yogurt, berries, sugar-free maple syrup, and a little peanut butter. You can also prep and freeze the French toast slices, and all you do is pop them in the toaster to reheat. I'm not a huge lunch person, so the quicker and easier the better. When I prep chicken ahead of time, I like to make this chicken cobb salad. All I do is combine some shredded lettuce, chicken, hard-boiled egg, tomato, cucumber, and whatever else I'm craving, and then top it with this healthy Greek yogurt ranch dressing and a little Parmesan cheese. I'll either eat the salad straight or I'll put it on top of some sourdough bread. This next recipe can either serve as a snack or as a light lunch. If you're super tight on time or low appetite around midday, apple nachos or a Greek yogurt bowl are a great option to get your protein in. All I do is combine some low-fat, high-protein vanilla yogurt with a little whey, a rice cake or cereal, some nut butter, some crushed dark chocolate, raspberries, and a little cinnamon. It's the perfect thick and tasty dip for apple slices, and I basically eat this every day. If I'm feeling a more hearty lunch, I'll go for this smoked salmon bowl. I grate carrots and zucchini and combine them with rice and lettuce. Then I'll add some smoked salmon, pickled beets, and avocado, and I like to season it with some furikake and soy sauce or coconut aminos. So quick, satisfying, and easy, and amazing for muscle gain. Moving on to dinners. As you can see, I love Asian inspired dishes, so a lighter dinner I've been loving are these turkey lettuce wraps with a side of sweet potatoes and corn. I start by chopping up my veggies, massaging them with salt, pepper, and olive oil, and then sticking them in the oven for around 30 minutes. While they're cooking, I'll sauté some lean ground turkey on the stove with some onion, garlic, salt, pepper, hoisin sauce, soy sauce, and a little sesame oil. I also made a quick side salad with cucumber, tomato, and some rice wine vinegar. After that, I'll just assemble the wraps and top them with some green onions. These were actually so incredible and I can't wait to make them again. While I drive over to the Asian supermarket, I thought I would talk a little bit about how I handle eating out while I'm trying to reach my gym goals. For example, last week my friend came to town and we went out to eat a lot. I was feeling a little bit off track and I was a little bit stressed because I was like, what if I can't get back on track? But then I just reminded myself that all I have to do is start the new day just like it is. It's a new day, and not stress about what happened the past couple days, because your body is not a calculator. Okay, I'm sorry for the speed bumps, but your body is not a calculator. Your body is not treating what you track the way that your tracking app is, if that makes sense. Like, your body just knows what amount of food it needs and how much exercise and energy it is expending. So if you eat out, if you have a couple treat days and then you're worried that you're gonna lose all your progress in a couple of days, do not worry, because you are not. Your body is meant to know how much energy it needs. So for example, if you're used to eating in a deficit and then you have a couple of days where you're eating in a little bit of a surplus, going back into that deficit might actually put you back on the weight loss course. So the point being, don't stress about a couple days where you enjoy yourself. Don't stress about enjoying occasions. Don't stress about having some balance in your life. At the end of the day, we want this to be a long-term lifestyle. We don't want this to be restrictive. We don't want this to be something that's not sustainable. It is okay to have some balance. I like to have at least one treat meal every week that's not like my typical ground beef, ground turkey, chicken, whatever. I like to have one still relatively healthy meal out every week, and I find that my body also really likes it and that it actually helps me stay on track. Don't beat yourself up. Every day is a new day, and make sure to incorporate some balance, because that's what keeps this a sustainable lifestyle. If I'm feeling like pampering myself, but I don't actually feel like eating out, I love making my own sushi, and it's actually so easy. To make the sushi rice, I combine some Trader Joe's microwave jasmine rice with a little rice wine vinegar, sesame oil, and sugar. I picked up some seaweed sheets and sushi fish at the Asian supermarket. Since I don't have a rolling mat, I just placed some plastic wrap on top of a thick hand towel, and then I put the seaweed on top and added a thin layer of rice, leaving the edges uncovered. I put my fillings of choice in a thin line and start rolling, using the plastic wrap to tighten the roll. I wet the top edge to seal the sushi together. They actually held up super well. I made one salmon avocado roll and one tuna avocado roll, and I served them with a side of seaweed salad and pickled ginger, as well as some miso soup. This was by far my favorite recipe I've made lately. I'm a big snacker, and since it's summer, I've been loving protein smoothies when I can be bothered to wash the blender. I'll add a bit of everything: frozen fruit or banana, berries, spinach, protein powder, peanut butter, and honestly whatever else I have in the fridge/freezer. I'm gonna add a couple chocolate chips and then just pulse it so it like breaks up a little bit. So good.
I've also been obsessed with watermelon lately. I will eat a whole watermelon in like less than 2 days, and while it's not going to keep you full for long, it is a great volume snack.
You cannot disagree with me. This is the best summer fruit. But anyone promoting the watermelon diet, I want to have a chat.
This last protein snack or dessert I recently rediscovered, and that is a chocolate protein mug cake. I combine a scoop of whey, half an overripe banana, cocoa powder, baking powder, and some milk, and I stick it in the microwave for around 1:30. After that, I top it with some yogurt or cottage cheese, fruit, and a little peanut butter. It literally tastes like dessert while also helping you reach your goals.
Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, make sure to like and subscribe for more health and fitness content, and I will see you in the next one. Bye guys.